And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Grade A Power Plays here on the Grade A Fantasy channel. I'm your man, Grade A Fantasy, with a very rare late night and short episode of Grade A Power Plays. I wasn't really going to play. The slate was a little busy at work today, and I noticed that I still had extra time to look at some plays because it's a 7:30 slate and then 3 straight consecutive late night hammers, all 10:30, not even a 10 o'clock. So if this video goes up, people have at least a little bit of time to see these prices, and we'll go on right on with it. So, quick review over the last time I picked a few games a few days ago. I think it was probably either Thursday or Friday. There goes the Bouchard power play point. We got Drysdale power play point, Leon and Arvidsson, Wallman 4 point, Bouchard for 2. So got a couple of things on that last Edmonton San Jose game. So let's go right into it. Today's focus will be on Calgary. We'll get on a couple other players on other teams, but obviously the best matchup continue with the trends. We continue to pound on San Jose. Number 2. There will be motive. Not only is San Jose the worst team now ever since the trade deadline, Calgary is still in the running for the playoffs. They at least either got to go, depending on who wins and who loses. The worst they can do from here to the 17th is go 4-2. It will most likely be better if they go 5-1. And good thing for Calgary with these next 6 games, Calgary has, if I'm not mistaken, they do get San Jose twice. If I'm not mistaken, they do get San Jose twice towards the end of the season. So you can kind of say whether if it's at San Jose, like it is tonight, or back home when they're there for the last game, it's really just a case of what can they do with the other games to make the playoffs. So San Jose's bad defense, we're going to start off with Mackenzie Weegar with another assist, plus he runs that power play. San Jose gives up a lot of minutes. Mackenzie Weegar correlates with these props down here. Kadri and Huberdeau are back together. They did have a fully correlated Huberdeau with Coronado, but now Coleman moves up to line 2. So now the power play is spread out. So these two are now together 5-on-5 and back on the power play together as usual. So these guys can be hit together with Weegar on a power play. That's how that correlates. Nazem Kadri has been playing great all season. It's just a good thing that it's just, kind of sucks that the teams kind of started getting together late. But Kadri by himself has had a great season. So stat-wise, we could definitely keep it safe and go 2 points separate for him and Huberdeau, even though it is possible that they can get 2 points from the lower lines, but we're going to focus on their top 2 players who have been hot. Kadri has been hot himself. We have the entire power play, and most importantly, we have a Kadri shot ladder. 3.5 starts the ladder at plus 108 to get to 5 shots on goal is 260. Kadri has about, if I'm not mistaken, 34 or 36 shots. And then when you have one of the top 3 teams that give up shots, you could probably give up another rate of a half a shot there. If he gets to 4 shots, he can give you plus money. Plus, in the 2 games that they've played already, Kadri has multiple points, 6 shots on goal in one, 7 shots on goal in the other. So let's keep the trend going. He has been hot shooting the puck with a lot of efficiency. And then on the other side, there are props to be had on both sides. McTavish has been, if you want to talk about probably the hottest shooting rates right now within the last, it's probably not exactly 10 games, but it's probably the hottest shooting rate within the last 5 to 6 weeks. You lose Drysdale and McDavid. Yes, once again, they still hold on to some defense with the defenseman. But McTavish has over 40 shots, 43 or 44 to be exact, in the last 10 games. Now, yes, it's boosted by 1 game having 11, but he can still get you over 2.5 to 3 or 4, and possibly 5 with the way he's been shooting the puck. Yes, they have great defensemen that'll probably make it somewhat difficult to get it inside. But yes, one of their better defensemen, Matthias Ekholm, if I'm not mistaken, is still not there. So I still see McTavish being able to be 1 on that third line, 2 getting the lowest pair of defensemen for Edmonton, so that should not be an issue. He won't run into Bouchard. He won't run into Wallman. McTavish being on the second, third line will most likely get the combination of Brett Kulak and Evan Bouchard. They moved Bouchard to the bottom, to the second line. They moved up Nurse and Wallman for a little bit of depth. The worst combination will be Troy Stetcher and Ty Emberson. Matthias Ekholm, who is the best defending defenseman they have, is still out. So that should have no problem with McTavish being able to shoot for the blue line and penetrate through the blue line. That's why we're going with the shot on goals. And his 2.5 starts at plus 110. So a little bit of the shot ladder. Obviously, it's Anaheim, so we can look at Bouchard for the shot ladder. Earlier this morning, his 2.5 was negative money, almost even. And his 4 shots is plus 235, so you can do that. I'm still working on what I would like to do here. And if I'm not mistaken, yes, Anaheim over the past 2 weeks has now basically become LA. You may have your favorite line, but sometimes you don't know which line is going to go off. They now have all these young players. And like I said, from early this season, the Strome Terry Vetrano line, which was my favorite line, which I've hit many times, they've cooled off. You normally can't have all 3 lines, but they basically have all 3 lines playing solidly. But their strength right now and where the heat is at is in the middle 2 lines. So within the middle two lines, once again, you can either go with the McTavish, Zegras, Sam Colangelo line, if you like that. And if you want to go with that, I mean, obviously the value is going to be more with that, even though it's a little higher. But I definitely like Leo Carlson and Cutter Gauthier for their props. Let's see what it's looking like now. Like I said, I did a little bit of research, but odds watching, I haven't really done it. But like I said, this is still Anaheim, so the odds should still be there. So if you take the center McTavish and combine him with Zegras, who has plus points, you're looking at plus 169 right there. McTavish, and no, they do not have, they took him off. Colangelo's not here. So if we look at the other side, we're looking at even better odds because Leo Carlson is basically even money. If you go Carlson, Killorn, those are looking like great odds. That pairing is plus 226. And the biggest odd is Gauthier and Carlson, and you're looking at plus 241. On the opposite side, what do I like here? Well, let's be real. No McDavid, no Draisaitl. So it shouldn't hurt that bad to select the power play points. The power play points should still be decent for both ends. And yeah, look, it makes sense right there. Bouchard is the lowest at plus 200. You can still get Ryan Nugent-Hopkins 250, Zach Hyman plus 300. You're not getting that if one of the two are there. If like I said, McDavid hasn't played in a while. With Draisaitl, Hyman's power play prop is like 250, 240, 230. So Anaheim is hot offensively, but they still suck defensively. And over the past few weeks, they're giving up. They may not rank right now up there. They're still just outside the top 10. But out of the last month, since that offense has went up a bit, the defense has gone down a bit. Within the last month or the last few weeks, the given a power play rate has risen to Anaheim. So yes, picking power play points on maybe even both sides are good, but obviously the Edmonton power play will get opportunities. And then when it comes to the points for these guys, obviously the point props are going to be as good as they're going to be. Once again, it goes down a bit with no Draisaitl and no McDavid being playmakers. So when it comes to the current alignment, they moved around Edmonton's line a bit. So now they shuffled the defensemen slightly, and now the combinations are now Ryan Nugent-Hopkins will center Victor Arvidsson and Podkolzin. Adam Henrique is now the center between Corey Perry and Zach Hyman. So as you can see here by the props, we all know that the strength of the team is coming from the defensemen. But if you're looking for anything, I would say something's weird here. Because I don't see Something's not listed right here. Because I don't see, he should be, okay, no, I was right. So yeah, if anything, I would like the top line. I don't think I would mind the top line of, what would that give? He's almost even money. The odds should be okay on that. Yeah, plus 143. Probably my favorite combo would be Nugent RNH with Victor Arvidsson. That would be my top play right there. Those are nice odds, almost plus 150. If you continue there, they don't have Adam Henrique here, so there's nobody to combine with. There's nobody to combine with Zach Hyman, unless you feel like one of the defenseman pairs are going to join in. Other than that, if you just do basic point pairs with these guys on the power play, it's not really going to do you much. But I do like the RNH and Victor Arvidsson. If you do, you can also add, you can also switch up and do Evan Bouchard assist as well. But yes, that is the quick preview of this slate. Like I said, there are points to be had. Some bad defenses, some depleted teams, some strengths and some weaknesses. Like I said, when it comes to defensemen, with no Matthias Ekholm, the strength of Edmonton's defensemen will be in their top 4. But after that, that's why Anaheim 2 and 3, who will see the lower line defensemen, should have a bit of an advantage there. So, and key point, they have a youngster starting. You already know this goes two ways. There's never in between. Oilers young goalie, they're looking for their goalie in the future. It's his first NHL start. So it's either he does what Jakob Dobes did for Montreal in his first 5 games. What did he do in his debut? He shut out Florida. And that was way early in the season before the offense went down. After 5 games, he got solved. But you know how it is with these new goalies. Either they start great with a shutout or give up 1, or they're getting smacked for 3 or more. Either way. So, both sides there, but once again, as long as they're on the slate, you onslaught against San Jose. If you want to take a prop here and there, be my guest. Take a look at the line combinations before, but wouldn't recommend it. This seems like it could be a 4. Calgary's not the most explosive offense, but this is San Jose. This could be a 4-1, 5-1 kind of victory. Plus, they got their better goalie starting in Dustin Wolf. So, even though you see me pick a pair or 2 of San Jose props, I'm not really into that. I'm not really risking the 1 goal and then I don't get the right line or whatever. That's just a waste of a unit right there for me. So I'll be fading pretty much. Unfortunately, it was fun to pick them, but I will be fading San Jose for the rest of the season. That is the end of the episode. Thank you for tuning in. This is your boy, Grady Fantasy. Good luck tonight. These games lock in another hour and a half. Like I said, 3 late night hammers. I'm about to go enjoy the NCAA championship game. This is your boy, Grade A Fantasy, with your Grade A Power Play selections. Look out for the Calgary and Edmonton Power Plays tonight. And I'm signing off.